go back to it. No, you're good.
I'm live. Me and Pink Floyd. I don't know if my son's live. No comments about fucking 1950s or something from you? No comments about 1950s? Hey, Pink Floyd. Yeah.
It's a solid shirt.
What?
It's a solid shirt.
You know where I got it? Me and your sister did a shopping move at Old Navy.
Thrift shop? That's a thrift shop shirt.
Old Navy, motherfucker. Old Navy. Hey, don't laugh. The place is a pretty good joint. I can't believe I'm on center court today. Wow. No one's going to find me. I'm at Run Pure Sports, not Run Pure Bets. So I'm not in the outside courts. There's actually people watching. People are actually watching the match. They're watching the tennis match. No, this isn't an undercard. This is the main event. Oh, by the way, DFS guys. Hey, Johnny. That don't know me, that don't really, because I don't go on this channel. I'm kind of like forbidden. Hey, Sue. Yeah, Pink Floyd. Anyway, for the people, like I say, who don't know me from, I'm not a fantasy guy. Well, I am, but it's about a cocktail waitress and that's just another story. But as far as being a fantasy guy, no, I don't do what these guys do. They do it really good, but I do say some outrageous shit, and I ain't stopping now. So if anybody here gets offended by foul language or gets offended that I yell at my son, and this is my son, I'm sure you know him, unfortunately. Yeah, so if you're pretty thin-skinned, take a fucking walk now, because you ain't gonna like what I say. But I do know about sports. I do pretty good at that. I've been around a long time, and I have a son that does pretty good with sports. Okay. All right, Hingo. Okay, Hingo. You brought it out, buddy. We should do a gummy a minute. Gummy a minute. Oh, look at this. We got gummies.
Nobody should be nobody should be doing a gummy a minute.
I don't do a minute, but you know what it is? Like sometimes I like to watch TV and have potato chips. You know, like I'm not a big potato chip guy. You know, you watch TV, you want a little snack. If I'm out of Skittles, I do the what do you call it? The THC gummies. I'm high as a motherfucker, but I like it. Thanks. Oh, shout outs. I gotta do shout outs. Guys, I'll get to the game. Do I do a quick game first? I gotta do shout outs. Shout out for Big T, Tony's dad. I understand he's a fan. Papa T, here's the deal. We're going to do our thing here. I get it. You don't watch your son's show. It's pretty fucking boring. But when me and my son get together, I understand you're on top of things. Also, if he gives you any shit, you pick up the phone. You got my direct pipeline. I know some rednecks in Kentucky, Waffle House guys. He gives you any shit. You know, these toothless guys will go there and they'll whip his ass. So you just call me if you need me. Tony will straighten his ass out if he gives you any hell. People should always respect their fathers. Not that I know anything about that, but so you have to shout out to Tony in Waffle House. Waffle House is not paying me to do it. Shout out to my boy Natty doing some great stuff with Matty Ice. Matty, are you from the DMV? If you are and you didn't email him back, you're a fucking douche. Joey worked back to baseball. Who would have thought it? Joey's playing baseball again. I only heard it 1,000 times, but he opened up really, really good. So Joey, good. My man Mitch Spider. I'm calling you Spider. Mitch, and you're Mitchell to me. I love you, Mitch. If I was a homosexual, you'd be my boyfriend, but I'm not. Can't speak for you, but if that was the case, me and you would be partners, right? Partners, as they call them nowadays, partners. Yeah, we'd be partners.
Partners.
And also, and then the last one, other guys like Spread Your Legs to Stare. I don't know these people because I know them, but I'm not a member. How am I not a member in this fucking joint? This is like my house.
When you say you use
like I can't view it, it says you need to be a member to view it for viewer membership, whatever.
No,
I ain't paying you no money. You're out of your mind.
Content's free on YouTube.
Yeah, but how come I can't be a member on the site so I can see what's going on?
Yeah, but you don't play DFS. What do you need to be a member?
Doesn't matter.
And you have access. And you have access to the spreadsheet with bets. So what do you need? I'm
a research motherfucker.
It's like a buddy opened up a restaurant for seafood and you're allergic and you're asking for free food.
I like the breadsticks.
No.
Yes.
Not on your side there. Sorry. Wrong.
All right. That's it. I did I gotta do Ray a shout out. You've probably been seeing on Twitter if you're following him. Ray, the guy, he's a redneck, but I know him for 20-something years. He actually was Commonwealth Sports Betting. The guy opened up a new site. I'm going to do a video on his site because he really has no choice. He needs me to do one, but I'm going to do one.
Are we going to actually talk sports, or what are we doing? It's been
I just wanted to give a shout out to.
It's been 6 minutes already.
I could do as much as I want. Now we want to talk sports. We'll talk sports. What the fuck else? Go ahead. Let's go.
Well,
what do you want to know, JJ? What do you want to know?
Who do you like in college basketball today? I know you have a.
Well, you're going to ask me that. You're going to ask me that question. You're going to ask me that question. What are you going to do with your UConn bet at plus 1585? Well, I sure as fuck hell ain't going to hedge it because I'm a favorite right now. I got Utah. I'm going to, what do you call it? Ride or die with them. So,
You mean UConn, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Somebody said, "Are you betting UConn minus 5.5?" I'm like, no, I'm not an idiot. He said, "Well, do you like him?" I said, "Yeah, but I got him at a pick. Why would I lay 5.5?" So I did not lay 5.5 with UConn, but I did lay 3 in the first half. They start out really, really quick. I mean, everything they've done is really quick. I sense San Diego State being not. I sense Miami being a little stiff here, and they've been known to be in trouble in the first half of games. So I think UConn minus 3 first half is a real good bet. So I'm going to do that and just root for UConn to win.
Okay.
How about you? What are you doing there?
Well, that's the second game, isn't it?
That's second. Yeah, first game. I'll be honest with you. I will be as honest as I possibly can. That is a game where anything can happen. You flip a coin, and whatever happens would happen. So when I take a flip of a coin game, what I'll do is I'll say, if I'm going to get points on a coin flip, it's more of an edge because it could end up that way. So I'm going to take Florida Atlantic. I know there's experience on San Diego State. I know all that kind of stuff, but I just Florida Atlantic is a really good team, and they can make shots. If they make shots, they're going to be tough to beat. One thing I don't know if you've heard, and if anybody of you that are watching this have heard this, let me know. Where they're playing in Vegas, right? I mean, in Houston, right? So supposedly the way the court is set up, that usually there's like people, the fans that are right there, but there's supposedly some kind of like a backdrop where there's like an empty area, then fans. I don't know. I guess they're playing in that dome football stadium. But they were saying during practices that a lot of people were having problems with the lighting, the shooting, and the outside shots weren't going in. Could have been nervous in practice, but you don't get really nervous in practice. So I know there's a lot of people that are eating that up in their betting under. I don't know what the total is because I didn't even bother looking at it. It means nothing to me. But if you guys heard anything like that, I want to make sure I'm not the only person. They're saying that shooting is kind of going to be a liability the way the structure of the court is set up. Don't know.
Could be fair.
Give me a DFS. I'll give you a DFS thing. I don't know if you could use it or not, but even though I made a couple of props. So who am I doing in DFS? I want to make a DFS bet today.
No, you'd have to work through a whole lineup, so it's not going to help you. But
I will say motherfuckers out there that will do it. Natty would do it for me. Natty, do it for me.
It's actually against regulation.
Against regulation.
Wait a minute. Keep on keeping on. So no, I mean DFS wise for college basketball today. Look, I mean it's a crapshoot. 2 games. You know, to me, just take your stands. Don't be loading up lineups with different players. Pick the same 4 or 5 guys you like. I do think a guy like Matt Bradley, you can stick in lineups that's going to be under-owned. I know he's playing poorly, but he gets minutes.
You mean the guy that don't make shots?
Yeah, that's the point. No one's going to play him. So I think overall, if you're looking for one leverage pivot, he's a high usage guy. So he's going to get his shots up. But separate from that, in that game, look, Trammell is coming off a bad game. He was so consistent for San Diego State for the longest time. Just had one bad game in his last one. I would go right back to him as well. I'd play them both together, to be honest. But either way, for me, it's FAU's team total under 64.5. I know that I've been riding San Diego State overs, and it's really been so painful because it's just consistently these games shoot 31, 32%, which is like it's hard to even fathom. FAU, though, the reason they're here is because they're making threes. San Diego State, the reason why they're here is because they're not letting teams make threes. I think, all tournament, 5 threes, most threes made against San Diego State. Alabama made 3. I think Creighton made 2. It's just phenomenal how well they guard the 3 ball. FAU's here again because they're making threes. Like you're going to struggle making threes today. They're going to have to make some pivots. I think that coach was named Dustin May. Is it May? Who's coaching FAU? Done a tremendous job. isolating some of his studs, getting them in good spots, running good transitions. But again, you figure it's going to feel like quicksand for FAU here. I think FAU can win this game. I just think that it's likely going to be low scoring. If they win it, it could be just because San Diego State's going through droughts. Look, FAU has gone through a handful of droughts themselves. So, I think that overall this game is likely going to go through a bunch of skids on both sides. But again, if FAU scores 65, I'll be honest, if FAU scores 65, they likely win outright because San Diego State's not looking to get in a track meet with any team. And again, they've just been so polished defensively. You already mentioned the little backdrop. I don't want to call that an issue, but concern. So yeah, overall, I do like just FAU's team total to fly under the number. Under is hitting at 59% the last 20 Final Fours. I'll tell you this, Kim. I think it was only like in the last 5 or 10 years they started doing this like building courts indoors where you have this like separation.
If it's more people, I mean,
I don't think they were doing it for the longest time, but yeah, either way, it's the same thing. It's kind of been the deal with these games anyway. I'll tell you what, real quick, before we talk on the Miami UConn game, or a little more on the Miami UConn game, what's your thoughts on little Caitlin Clark woman from Iowa, just lighting up the scoreboard?
I'll be honest with you. I already bet Iowa first half -1.5 for tomorrow, and I bet a -3 for the game. So if you want to count them picks, that's who I bet. That team, that girl is too good. You can't stop her. And I wasn't. If you looked at the lines that South Carolina had, I think the last 3 or 4 games, 12.5, 6, they were like silly, stupid numbers. I mean, like high numbers, and it was a stupid number yesterday. And that girl was going to score, and no one was going to fucking stop her. So you beat a team that they were saying might be the best team ever, which is bullshit because Gino Arama and UConn had 6 teams better than that. But they were good. They were really, really good. But that girl, you can't stop her. And the fat girl from LSU ain't gonna stop her either. The one that she's pretty good. The big rebound, the one, the girl I'm talking about, she's got like blondish hair. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking Iowa. I thought you were talking. Okay, so Iowa. Yeah, I know you're talking.
Yeah, she's playing. They're playing LSU. I don't think they're going to be able to stop her. Alex, on my matchup, the UConn. We know the UConn is not playing San Diego State. I think we were talking about was we went all the way to the San Diego State Florida Atlantic game. Maybe I didn't mention Florida Atlantic. I just said it was a coin flip game. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to take a shot with the points there and with Florida Atlantic. I probably won't even. I like it. I probably won't get crazy with it. I like baseball, and what I should do right now is I'm off to a pretty good start in baseball. So let's do this. You guys have time. I don't bet baseball for the full game in April. I just don't do it. I think it's silly. Maybe towards the end of it, I'm looking to get 5 innings from pitchers. I did a video years and years ago on what not to do in baseball and what to do in baseball to be successful. Obviously, you don't lay a run and a half when you got a home team getting up 8 times possibly. These are certain things you don't do. So what I like is I like to bet -0.5 run, +0.5 run, or a total on the first 5 innings because if I like a pitcher, I know I'm going to get 5 innings from that particular pitcher, and that's good. I'm not going to get fucked in the ass in the bullpen. I mean, people that had the Angels yesterday, I mean, the guy pitches an unbelievable game, 10 strikeouts, whatever the case is, and guess what? You ripped up a ticket. So I want to know that I got guys going 5 innings. I want to know if a pitcher, a hitting team might have some problems or some shadows. I have an umpire that's an under umpire. Whatever the case is, the first 5 innings, I'm good. Turn it off, not worry about it. So that's what I like to do. I don't like to leave any room for anything late. As the weather warms up and teams start getting more established, I'll start doing first half end games, or there'll be some games that I like. So, but what I'd like for you guys to do today is I would like you to bet the Minnesota Twins. I bet them at -130 for their first 5 innings. I'm going to kind of tell you the difference here. Let me pull baseball and see my MLB. Okay, so I think the Twins are the absolute side against Kansas City. Kansas City is a horrible fucking team. But here's the difference in the game in the first 5. So Kansas City, so Minnesota is -160 for the game. -160 is a pretty big number to lay. And if you laid 1.5, you got to lay -105, and you'd have to win by 2 runs. Yes, you do get the privilege of getting all 9 at bats. That's great. But what I can do here is, and what I'm trying to tell you guys, what you should do is, I can get Minnesota with the pitcher that I want minus a half a run through 5 innings. You just have to win the game after 5 innings, and it's minus 110, same thing, pretty much. So that's what I did. I mean, the money line for the first 5 is also 160, same as the game, but you're not getting what you're looking at. You're getting an edge with the first 5 innings. So yeah, Kansas City has problems today. I'm going to take Minnesota. You could lay a half a run at minus 110 for those people that don't like playing chalk, which I don't blame you. So that's a baseball play that I'm using now. That you got time at 4:00, so you could definitely do that.
Cool. I fired myself on.
It cost me $1,300. You just cost me $1,300 during what do you call it? In the green room. You cost me $1,300. It didn't cost me. I asked you who you liked to win the game. So I said, give me something and I'll tell.
The first 5 under in Reds Pirates 4.5. It's minus 105 at FanDuel, and then I bet Angels first 5 late a half run versus the Athletics.
Why do you guys say verse? You and Joey verse. It's not fucking verse.
How do you say it?
Verses. It's not verse. It's not verse. Sandoval could be a tramp though, especially when he's on a road. 165 Sandoval.
He's a lot better than you think.
Who's Fujiyama?
If he's home, that should be minus 210, 220.
As opposed to 165, and they still haven't won a game yet. Okay, they're all in one, but I'm not splitting hairs here.
What I'm saying is he specifically is better than I think you think he is.
For 31 something like $31,000, I got UConn's minus 125, minus 31 for $31,000. UConn to win the whole thing is minus 125. Would you, if you were me, would you hedge any amount?
How much is UConn to win? How much is it to win? How much you win if you win?
The total thing will be like 31,000 for UConn.
You don't even want my advice because you don't hedge.
No, but I'm just asking you. I'm asking you as an individual. What would you do? Would you? I mean,
I think it depends, right? I think you would like you're insinuating it's a simple answer. I think if you're on a heater, you don't hedge, right? But I think if you're in the middle, if you're in a cooler and you're staring down a 31K figure coming your way potentially, I think you got to hedge for whatever might make you a little more sound, right? I think that people hedge because of their current situation.
People hedge because they're fucking stupid. They don't have balls. You're making bets you don't want to win. But here's the thing. That's
why I just said you just asked me a question and answered it yourself. That's why I said
I wanted you to fucking answer it the right way. The right way would be, look, Pop, you made the bet before the tournament started on the 17th of the month. If you like them at plus 1,500, how don't you love them at fucking minus 25? I'm exactly where I want to be at. Now, mind you, I would have sworn we'd have 3 of them teams in there. Because I thought Marquette wouldn't have had to play, they got a break there. And Creighton should have got a bad call. They might have even been here. It would have been not bad to have 3 out of the 4 teams in there. But I think UConn is the best of the bunch. I guess my point is, your bet was Marquette for the Big East. It was, Ryan. Is it backdoor for you? No. Ryan, listen to me. Okay. Did you see the bet that I made? Yes, a Big East team will win the national championship. Watch the video, unless you deleted it. Yes, a team will win the championship from the Big East. It was at plus 750 and plus 700. That was a really big bet that I made. But guess what, Ryan? I also bet Marquette. I did. And I also made a little bit of a bet on Creighton. I did. And I also made a bet on UConn. I did that too. So when you combine all of that bets, and look, I'm going to be fully transparent right now because you're being a douche. Here's the deal. I even bet Alabama as a savior, thinking Marquette would play Alabama. And if they did, I was guaranteed to have 2 teams in, 1 team in the final game. So watch it. Don't be fucking belligerent. And we're good. And bet everything you fucking own that UConn don't win the national championship. Fade it because I know you want to and you want me to lose. You probably want me to get herpes on my nuts. You probably want all that shit for me, but I don't care because I'd rather be hated than loved. Next. She's right on a clear blue sky. Fucking trying to aggravate.
I think ultimately you do well with the good comments. The bad comments just always get you riled up. I think it's something you need to work on.
They don't rile me up. They don't rile me up. It's just I'm sitting here as a favor to you, to try as a favor to Tony.
This is not a favor to me. I promise.
As a favor to Tony, as a favor to the RPS brand, to have the opportunity to get me to come on the show. Good job, man. Let's root for him then. Okay, we're good. Give me some knuckles. Okay. But 3 guys are fasting. Really. All right. So it's good. They're doing something for God. Maybe God will be with them. Never hurts to have God on your side. I got to go to fasting angle now. Holy shit. I think you got issues. Anyway, so we're going to Minnesota. So here's what I did. I told you guys, I did bet this. Has a big 12 hog on him. Factsman has a 12 hog on him. Okay. Gentlemen's. Valvers here. I took over 17.5 points. Sonogo for UConn. Any comments? Does anybody like that bet? I just did it blindly. I took Miami Isaiah Wong over 3.5 rebounds. That fucker's all over the court. He can get 3.5 rebounds, I think, because I think there's going to be a lot of shots put up. So, it's basically a math thing. Anything on that, Jay? You guys are experts on that.
Yeah, I don't really bet college basketball player props all that often. I mean, obviously, Sonogo is one of the best guys in the country. You would think they have a good edge inside. It's where Miami
big edge inside, big edge, very very big edge inside.
Miami does well with their guards. They struggle in the front court. So yeah, I mean, to me, it definitely makes sense. Obviously, I hope he doesn't get in foul trouble. Miami, to their credit, has been doing a tremendous job getting to the free throw line this tournament. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, let me ask you this: that match, obviously, I know you obviously have the pre-rooting for UConn, right? So,
right.
But what's your take on the number 5.5?
Well, I was just gonna answer Jake on that. Here's the thing: I'd be a fool to lay 5.5. But if somebody asked me which way do I go in the game, I would say lay the 5.5. Now, if I have no vested interest in a prop that UConn wins the whole thing. And I'm a Miami guy. So, I mean, this is really tough for me. I mean, it's not tough. I mean, Miami guy, finally gets his team to the Final Four, and I got to root against them. But here's the thing about this game that I think is real interesting. UConn has gone wire to wire. Every game has been like 20-point games. They've been blowing everybody out. On the other hand, Miami has been in trouble in almost all these games and somehow come up with big second-half runs, and find ways to win games. So I think we need to ask ourselves, and it's the one that concerns me, or it either concerns me or makes me happy. If Miami doesn't get off to a slow start, and UConn usually by halftime or early in the second half are up 20 or 25, it's a 2-point game. Maybe they're down 2. They have not been there in a month. How do they react? Or is it different? Now, one could say, hey, if Miami's down, they've been there before, but I don't think they're going to be there. I don't think this is one they'd be able to come back because they're too deep. UConn's too deep. Their inside game is too good. They're very, very disciplined. They create turnovers. I know Miami's not a big turnover team, but I don't know. I mean, UConn is a bad matchup for Miami. UConn has too much size in front court for the undersized kids. Yeah, I mean, I would think Miami's not a great 3-point shooting team, but they would have to make some threes. So yeah, I mean, I think I would say lay 5.5 points. I don't have a reason on the San Diego State Florida Atlantic game to say I like this for this reason, because I really think it's a coin flip game. There's a lot of experience with San Diego State. But I mean, that got him here. Could it get him to the next level? I don't know. Plus, shouldn't we be talking about baseball? This shit is going to be over in a couple of days. I got the Twins. I don't have nothing else for you guys.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Magnani. I think Miami. If Miami wins today, it's just going to be because they shoot really well, right? I mean, they're going to have to shoot probably 50% from the field as a group to beat UConn, which look, it can happen. I mean, did they just shoot like 58% or something in the last game just to win that one? So look, it can definitely happen. But yeah, it's likely going to need to happen because UConn will have a much easier path to scoring the basketball tonight.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I hope I hope UConn gets to the finals. And I don't really care who they play because, I mean, I think it's the same thing. Whoever wins that game is, you know, I don't know. Whoever has the bigger, horseshoe up their ass is going to win that game. But yeah, I guess I would lay 5.5 if I had to. But like I say, if I'm going to be like quoted on positions, the positions I'm taking today are Minnesota Twins in baseball first 5 innings at -0.5 run, -110. Tomorrow, Iowa -1.5 for the first half. In women's college basketball, Iowa -3 for the entire game. That's what I did. My games today have already started, so I'm hoping that continues. I'm haven't lost one yet, so I'm keep my fingers crossed. And with you on the show, I'm pretty much fucked. Wong can't wait till the 10-minute mark of the second half to wake up either. Yeah, that's true, John.
Yeah, I think he had 4 points the first 30 minutes of the game.
He's really good though. I think he's going to be a good pro. I think he's going to be a good pro. I think he's good.
He's fun. He's definitely fun to watch. Good all around there. Yeah, and as for baseball, those are the only 2 I fired on. Obviously, you mentioned who you fired on. And look, yeah, college basketball tonight. I think it would be great to get I think it'd be a UConn FAU would be fun. But I'll be honest, I guess any scenario would be fun. San Diego State's just such a crawler. Like, it'd be annoying. I mean, obviously they definitely are favored for the right reasons, but like they're just a different matchup for UConn. Like San Diego State's good at slowing down fast-paced teams. Like UConn's not a fast-paced team. They're just big and they're just likely going to outsize San Diego State. Whereas a team like Miami, could give a few different teams a run. But yeah, either way, hoping for not a boring final. I think UConn San Diego State would be a very boring one. Any other combo other than that, I'd be good.
Before I go, because I got a shitload of live betting to do with tennis, I honestly believe Sinner beats Medvedev tomorrow. I mean, I believe he beats him. The court in Miami is playing extremely fast. It's playing exactly the way Sinner wants it to play. I think he beats Medvedev tomorrow. I really think he beats him. And look, the line is telling you that court has a huge advantage for Sinner because Medvedev would normally be about a 240 favorite against him. Sinner's going to close the favorite here. I think it's 110 each way, but he'll close the favorite. So yeah, I like Sinner tomorrow. Keep an eye out so you can count that one in tennis. All right, I got some live bets to do. I was really good today. You see what happens outside of like one little burst, but Ryan. But me and Ryan are cool. We're on. Ryan's my man. Ryan's my man. So yeah, I'm happy about that. And please put this on so I can know. I will see this on YouTube. I can find out because I might want to watch.
You watch videos of yourself backwards?
No, I've never seen. I don't know how to watch it. I'm asking you. Do I watch this on YouTube?
It's on Run Pure Sports. Free. It's on YouTube.
Just go to Run Pure Sports to view it. Yeah. How the fuck am I watching? I'm asking you how to watch it. I'm not like you. I'm not like you. I'm not staring at myself in the mirror, flexing with my fucking steroids in front of fucking bodybuilders.
Well, let's be honest. There's one person on this show that asked the other, "How do I watch this video of myself?" I didn't ask that question.
No, I want to know. Like go through the comments. Maybe I missed some comments. I'm a perfectionist. Okay, I don't want to see if I did something wrong for the next time I do a video. I gotta do a video I'm gonna do one. I'm doing a video with Natty. We're gonna set one up. Me and Natty are gonna do one. He's gonna invite me because he's a good man. I'm gonna do one with Ray. I'm gonna do one with a couple of the other guys every now and then. Just spot by just to give him a plug and get him some. I'm getting an appearance fee, so I don't care. That's fine. Bart, thank you, buddy. It really wasn't our best shows because I'm not really cutting him up. But I can't cut him up all the time. He's still my son. Hey, Mark, you just got here. No way. Guess what? We're just leaving. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Come on time, Mark. You fucking know better. Behave yourself.
Do you think you get like a comment like Mark? Like where does that fit into in terms of you getting like triggered? Like is that like a
Mark's my buddy. Mark's my buddy. He don't trigger.
Like for all we know, Mark's been a blue collar worker for the last 8 hours. Just got home.
Mark is my buddy. Mark knows he can get away with saying stuff with me because he's my buddy. Comes religiously, watches the videos.
Yeah, Mark, you jag.
No, Mark's good. Now, Bart, you're way better than Holden. Bart, you don't even put me in the same breath as that fucking homo. Metrosexual. I'm sorry. Are you kidding me? Holden? Do you know Holden's real first name was Dick? Could you imagine naming your son Dick Holden?
On that note, everyone, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Obviously, gave you a few picks in baseball. Game started in about 5 minutes. Gave you a few picks in college basketball. Wish you all the best of luck. Hope you all stay safe. And as always, run pure. I'll be back tomorrow with Joey and Holden. And I think
Great.
Gary,
Don't miss that one, guys. Please don't. Don't go to church tomorrow. Watch Holden and Joey.
And even doing baseball and then a NASCAR show right after that. So stay tuned for all of that. With all that said, stay safe. And as always, run pure.